Where are we going, Jasmine?
Crystal Caves.
You're gonna go cave diving? His cheeks are jiggling. It's hilarious. One positive about traveling during a pandemic is we got this place to ourselves. It's gonna be like a private tour. Pretty cool.
Bye, Sayla.
Welcome back for part 3. On this episode, we do some sightseeing above and below the surface, and I went on my favorite dive yet, so stay tuned.
Bermuda's got chickens all over the place. Sayla loves chickens. This is like her favorite spot ever.
Jasmine and I went in solo as Lakiba watched the kids. The Crystal Caves were discovered by mistake in 1907 by a group of children trying to retrieve a lost croquet ball. A mysterious hole was discovered in the Earth's surface, and a brave child was lowered down with a kerosene lamp, who then first laid eyes on the natural marvel. Dynamite was used to blast an entrance into the caves in order for them to be accessible for the public. The Crystal Caves, thought to be millions of years old, house dramatic formations and a clear ocean-fed lake. The stalactites hanging from the ceiling have a growth rate of roughly 1 inch per 100 years, so you can only imagine how long they've been hanging out. This 1.2 million year old formation was named the iceberg, as the majority is submerged below the water, which rises and falls with the tide. The tour was awesome and the caves were beautiful. I just wish I could dive them.
To see the cave in its entirety, you need to put on scuba equipment, fully submerge yourself, and swim underneath these ledges and walls. There are tons of tunnels and passages that do lead to other caves. They have been fully explored, and to date there are just over 40 found.
Think Jasmine nostalgic?
Very nostalgic. I used to go there for field trips as a kid in school. So it's kind of cool to see how it's changed.
So there's only Jasmine, myself, and 2 other people on that tour. During peak season, they get up to 1,300 people a day. So we pretty much had that place to ourselves. We were very, very lucky. That was a cool experience. Crystal Caves, named after the crystal clear water down there. Did you have fun saying that? Whoa, this is a really cool tree, baby. That's actually incredibly beautiful. Are you playing with the roosters? Cock-a-doodle-doo. Oh, you're cute, Sayla. After some fun in the caves, we walked down to the Blue Hole Park and had some more fun in the caves, but this time in the ocean. We're gonna go dive a blue hole, but around this park there's also caves everywhere. So beautiful. Down there I could probably sink in with my torch. We got some crystal clear water too. Well, this is incredible. Oh, cool. Look at that, Sayla.
So cool how the water gets in here from the ocean.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just kind of pools right in. So yeah, I guess this will be title.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go dive at this spot. There's a bit of a layer of film on the surface, but still a really cool looking area. I think it gets a bit deeper over there. This spot too, this spot is like insanely packed with tourists. The only way you can get some sort of a place to yourself is if you come here bright and early in the morning. But again, we're the only people here, literally. This is awesome. Can't stand tourist traps, and that's why I've been avoiding this spot when I come here. So pretty neat, pretty lucky. The Blue Hole Park is home to secluded caves and idyllic grottos. Nestled into the area, Bermudians call Tom Moore's Jungle, named after the Irish poet who wrote some of his greatest work here. Throughout the 12-acre park, a network of underground tunnels connects the pools and caves with a steady supply of water. The Blue Hole itself is a large deep pool fringed by mangroves, which provides an enticing spot to swim, surrounded by forest. The park is also free to visit. During the tour, they pointed out stalactites that looked like faces. This one looks like a pig. I did a handful of dives at this spot, but I proceeded cautiously. Cave diving introduces a whole new level of risks and dangers, and I wasn't about to go explore solo on breath hold. You can't see on camera, but to my left was a deep and dark looking tunnel. Truly fascinating. I couldn't help but wonder where it led and what could be found. Who knows? It probably leads back to the Crystal Caves.
A big spider back there.
Yeah, that thing's massive.
Pretty sure those are like bees? I can't bees, yeah. That's nasty. Look at how big its butt is. I don't think I've seen one that big in a long time. Maybe.
It was a pretty eventful morning and afternoon, and the kids were tired. You know what that means? Time to go diving.
Yeah, that was Crystal Caves.
Yeah, let's roll, man. Alright, so first back up, we're gonna do a little dive out here at John Smith's Bay. Nice little spot, some coral reef out there. Gonna just look around and do some snorkel / diving. Round 2 for today.
Forrest said this shore dive was a favorite, so you know it's good. We swam out a good distance from shore, far out of range from your average tourist. Life here was diverse and enchanting. We had some of the best visibility I've experienced thus far. One of the rules to follow while editing is to keep your video clips short to retain your audience's attention. When clips drag on for too long, videos become long, drawn out, and ultimately boring. I hope that's not the case for some of this following footage, but I couldn't figure out another way to show how truly amazing these swim-throughs are. You could spend days getting lost in the endless mazes of corals and limestone structures. And just when you think you found the end, another route appears. This was one of my favorite swim-throughs on this trip, as the upper part of the reef was exposed to some swell. As I swam through the tunnel, I could feel the pull from the ocean, pushing and pulling me in and out. Feeling just a small fraction of the power the ocean is capable of generating is an exhilarating feeling, one in which I personally find addicting. Some people are intimidated by barracuda. I like how they just mean mug from a distance. I'm beginning to get to know fish species around Bermuda. Making these videos forces me to become educated. If you have any questions, fire away, because that helps me learn too. Honest question, are you enjoying this Bermuda series, or do you miss footage from the West Coast? Don't worry, PNW content coming soon, but let me know in the comments. Forrest decided to try and hit some new depth. None of us had a computer, but we both agreed that we were around the 50-foot mark. Not bad for a bottle breather. Nice work, Forrest. Diving without 7mm of neoprene on your body and a weight belt strapped to your waist is such an awesome feeling. Your chest can fully expand while taking a deep breath, and the experience is just that much better. The 1.5mm suit I had on was more or less just to protect me from sun and anything that might sting. The only disadvantage is my neutral buoyancy was around 2 meters compared to my regular 10 meters. This meant coming up from depth required more effort, as the buoyancy of the wetsuit wasn't there to offer assistance. Overall, the pros outweigh the cons, and warm water diving is much easier. Check out the impressive stability capabilities on the GoPro 9. My selfie stick was going wild, but the footage remained silky smooth. If it's been a while since you've upgraded your camera gear, the stabilization alone makes the 8 or 9 a worthy investment. Kite flying is a popular pastime in Bermuda and ingrained in the culture. Uncaptured on footage, the line got wrapped around my dive light and momentarily kept me below the surface. I wouldn't say I was in any imminent danger, but it was a good reminder to always carry a knife, especially while doing cleanups.
Where are we going, Taylor? Where are we going? No, what are we gonna do?
A cup.
Yeah, doing the hot tub right now. We had a really fun dive there. Thanks, Forrest, again. Forrest is a scuba instructor. I probably said that already, but he's got a lot of experience in this area. Thanks, man. You're an awesome tour guide. Taking me to these wicked dive spots I would not have found by myself. And I got a dive buddy, which is really important for safety, so thanks, man.
Hi.
Sayla and I had a fun afternoon chilling by the pool. She's becoming quite the water rat. Exciting news, we're moving to Bermuda. Just kidding. But I did get my vacation request approved and flights booked. We'll be back in Bermuda for 2 weeks come Christmas, and we can't wait. I'll be diving lots. As I hear they say, a shipwreck a day keeps the doctor away. Or, you know, something like that.
Where are we going, Sailor? We're going to watch the sunset?
Later that evening, we jumped in the car as I was itching to catch a sunset, and Lakiba knew just the spot. It was a cloudy night, and we weren't expecting too much, but boy, we were wrong.
So my wife's parents, they own 2 homes. They got one that they're living in right now, and they just bought this one as well, more or less as a rental. You're gonna get some epic views here, looking over downtown Bermuda there.
As the sun went down, the show began. Earlier in the day, I was looking for faces and stalactites, and now clouds. Does anybody else see Snoopy? Life's been getting busy, and I was hoping to pump these videos out a little faster, but oh well. Stay tuned for part 4 for the finale. Class beaches, boat trips, diving, and historic ruins to come. Peace and love.